young, have that kind of independent tactic.
All right. Oh, nice.
All right. Well.
Nice.
Yeah, Milo. Yeah, she's gonna be in the meet and greet tomorrow, Brian. Are you gonna manage to see it?
No, I'm not. I have to work. Because all the festivities are going to take place. My show's going to go live. I'm going to show everybody where I'm at SoFi, the whole 9 yards. I'm going to try to. My main focus is getting ready for WrestleMania weekend.
Are you showing up at any of the WrestleCon sessions?
I am.
Are you showing to all of them or just one?
I'm going to try to show up to as many as I can. Whatever those are, but I'm going to try to show up for sure.
Yeah, because there's a listing that some of them will be at session 1, session 2.
Right.
You know, so
right.
It just feels like everything is posted, but it just, like I was telling Miguel, it just doesn't look too official because I think there's going to be more rosters to be posted, you know.
Gotcha.
I mean, for WrestleMania, I'll be at show number 1. And then at home, I'll kick back. Yeah, so at home, I'll be at, you know, I'll chill out and watch number 2 at home.
Yeah, I'll be at 1 and 2. I'm going to both. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you going on vacation for WrestleMania weekend?
Good possibility.
Because I would suggest if you take a vacation, since the WrestleMania season is going to be full of activities, you know, meet and greet.
I probably will, actually. I probably will. That'll be a great little vacation for me because I got a lot going on, you know, with the interviews and the WrestleCons and stuff like that. So, yeah, I probably will. I probably will do that.
Yeah, that would be worth it, taking a little vacation, you know, flex around, you know.
Right.
So, do you think for tomorrow's game, you think Patrick might be good, but then you got Philadelphia's defense that's very dominant. Any comments about those two teams tomorrow?
So, Philadelphia is good offensively and defensively.
Come back.
Kansas City has a good offense, but their weakness is their defense. So I think Philadelphia has the advantage on both sides of the ball. But again, you know, anything can change. But in sports, you know, excuse me. It's always good. It's always good to have good offense and good defense. So, in my opinion, you know, with Kansas City, is that their defense is not as great, and it's been proven during the season. They look so much towards their offense, which is how they've been winning games. And if you take a look at Philadelphia, both sides of the ball have been great. So I'm going to go with Philadelphia only because both sides of the ball are great, and Kansas City's lacking on the defensive end. Their offense is great, but that's it.
And it does make sense because I've seen how much Philadelphia has dominated their NFC top teams, you know, defensive-wise and offensive-wise, the way you said it. And with KC, it's like I got a funny feeling about Patrick. He doesn't look...
He's not 100%.
Maybe 100%. Yeah, so... I mean, he tries to be a warrior, can appreciate it, but something's not going to go right out there. And it looks like this game, Brian, is like a storyline because you got the coach from KC that was a former coach from Philadelphia. So what does that tell you?
Well, here's the thing, though. You never want to take away anything from Patrick Mahomes because he is a two-time MVP. Patrick is a hell of a great player, a really good quarterback, and definitely the future of the league. Now, I honestly thought that Josh Allen was going to be in the Super Bowl, but unfortunately it didn't pan out that way. And So therefore, Patrick Mahomes can turn with the snap of the finger. Like, he can run, he can pass, just like Josh Allen. But what I'm basically saying is that it's all about both sides of the ball. And that's the advantage that Philadelphia has, is that they do so well on both sides versus Kansas City only does one side of the ball. So it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what you call, I would actually rock a Patrick Mahomes jersey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw one the other day.
I'd rock a Jalen Hurts jersey.
Yeah,
I'd rock a Devontae Smith jersey. I'd rock all of them.
Yeah, I was watching. Come
on, he dominated. He dominated Brady. So
yeah.
Brady's off the map now. It's Patrick's timing.
See,
you know how you had Aikman in the '90s, how you had Montana in the '80s. Now this is a moment for Patrick to shine. You know.
Yeah.
Well, and again, you know, my whole mindset was at the time was that I really thought Buffalo was going to really step it up because of all of the Darvin Hamlin situation. Like, I thought they were really going to take advantage of that, you know, saying we're going to dedicate this to Darvin Hamlin, but they just were not in it.
Same too.
And I really thought that they were going to do that, but nope, they went completely opposite.
I thought the same as well. I thought they were going to dedicate that win to that player.
Yeah, you know, and saying, okay, we'll do it for the honor of him. Let's do it for him, you know. And then, you know what? I thought that Cincinnati was going to make it, Brian. And I was thinking that if Cincinnati would have made it, I thought they were going to right the wrong to say, oh, they messed up in last year's Super Bowl, but they got eliminated by Patrick. What caused Cincinnati to just get out? Did they just underestimate Patrick?
No, it was the penalty that killed them. So if that penalty didn't happen, I think Cincinnati would have been in the Super Bowl. But because of the penalty that happened, you know, Kansas City took advantage of it, and you know, it's unfortunate, but shit happens.
Yeah. I mean, they had a hell of a good flexible team all this year, and I go, okay, they're going to be back again. Maybe they can recover from this, but, you know, Patrick, you know, and that's it. Bye-bye, you know.
Well, my prediction in the AFC was going to be Buffalo versus Cincinnati. Yeah. But again, Buffalo I was really surprised and shocked that they didn't bring that intensity. You know, and I thought the Darvin Hamlin situation would have inspired them, and it just didn't work out that way. So I'm going with Philadelphia. Like I said, both sides of the ball for me, they've been playing that all year, and Kansas City has it. So.
And I'm going to barbecue tomorrow for
And just remember, the coach used to coach the Eagles before.
Right.
What y'all going to eat on Super Bowl day? Because, you know, you always got to eat on Super Bowl day. I'm going to barbecue tomorrow on Super Bowl day.
Best team wins tomorrow. Best team wins.
I'm gonna barbecue some tomahawk steaks tomorrow.
Yeah, don't burn it.
Get the keg, the beer, the Pepsi, whatever you got, Miguel.
Hell yeah, I'm gonna barbecue all day on Super Bowl day.
Miguel drinks hella beer, Jose. Miguel drinks a lot of beer.
I don't drink beer.
We'll give him a Stone Cold beer, right, Brian?
He's having a couple Steve Weisers.
Hey, did any of you guys try the Stone Cold beers?
April did.
I did not like it.
April did.
I threw up the first time.
And if any of you guys drank it, did you know that it tastes like Miller Lite or something?
Yeah.
Unless there's like a sponsor going on or something, or what? I don't know.
It sort of did.
Mine tastes like beer. Mine tastes like clean vomit.
Because they say, you know, in the market, right, since you know the market business, Brian, they say if you're selling water, you can put it under your name and say Brian's water. Like, you can put Pavilion's water or Ralph's water. I don't know if they did the same thing with Steve's beer, you know, putting Stone Cold beer, but with Miller Lite on it.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if you're right.
Yeah.
Jose, what's your favorite beer? What's your favorite beer?
I'm good with Coronas. Very more comfortable with those. But dark Coronas, you know.
Oh.
And I like dark beers, too.
I don't drink beer. I don't like it.
You ever tried it before, Miguel?
Yeah, I tried it. I just said I don't like it. That's why I don't. Come on, man. I already answered. Oh, my God. Bro, I just said I don't like beer. I don't. Obviously, I tried it. That's why I'm saying it.
Jose, I drink Modelo's. I drink cream Modelo.
Yeah, Modelo's a strong one, man.
Oh, shit.
But when it comes to Budweiser, Miller, those guys are too watery, man.
You know?
Yeah, the Budweisers are too watery.
If you ever drank any of those dark... Yeah, if you drink any of those dark beers with that gargoyle, forget the name of it, they're very smooth and dark. They're not that water. They're just dark beer, man. That's one good thing about dark beers, you know.
At the Marlins Loans Depot Park, they have a whole Budweiser bar, and I remember buying a Budweiser, and I didn't like it.
Budweiser's disgusting.
Too watery.
Yeah.
Unless if it's cheaper, I don't know. But people share it out. So yeah, we're talking about which beers are good and which are watery. I mean, any preferred beer that you normally drink traditionally, Brian?
Well, I don't drink beer anymore, but when I did, it was kind of like Bud Light.
No dark beers you ever tasted or anything like that?
I've tasted dark beer. Not bad. You know, it's more Bud Light guy, but I haven't drank beer. I basically don't drink beer anymore. But I did the Modelo's and the Hefeweizens and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not the alcohol guy anymore.
Yeah.
Have you smoked weed before?
When I was in high school.
I used to smoke meat when I was in middle
Talk to
school.
RVD.
Yeah.
Talk to RVD or the Godfather.
Hey, Brian, I hope in that meet and greet at WrestleCon, RVD sells those marijuana gummy bears, okay, that he's been selling on his page.
Hell?
It's legal in California.
Hey, maybe he sold those in Dallas, I just didn't look. When I went to my WrestleCon,
He has it in California. It's legal.
Oh, well,
Get some gummy bears.
When I went to my WrestleCon, I didn't look at his table to see if he was selling that or not. He probably was selling it.
Well, I bet you in LA they're gonna say bring merchandise. You know, I would not be surprised if Rob would bring that. You know, the gummy bears.
Of course.
It's legal.
Oh, it is legal. Yeah, it is. I wonder, is it legal in Texas?
No, I don't think. Well, about that, it's only legal in few states. Not all states are legalized. It, you know.
Like Nevada's illegal for it. Nevada, they're illegal for it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because they're very marketed. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about the East Coast or any of those other states if they legalize it.
And
But
they announced that it's illegal now. The jaywalking in California is illegal. The jaywalking in California, they don't used to have to use the walk light. They don't have to use the crosswalk.
I know. I live in Florida, but I don't know what's legal. I don't know what's not legal here. So don't ask me. Don't ask.
Yeah, I'll look it up for you.
No, you don't have to look it up.
Oh, well, I know it's an open state.
We don't have to look it up. We don't have to look it up.
I got you.
I said we don't.
Hey,
have
come
to
on!
look
The
it up.
Performance Center was open in the pandemic. You know that.
That is true, yeah. True. And it's still open because they're doing NXT there now.
Yeah, which I don't watch NXT, so I can't really answer any NXT questions.
Yeah. I don't really watch NXT either.
Oh yeah, I saw the debut of Mike and Brian, all you guys. I saw the debut of Steffi Danlander, the former NXT And Impact did the most stupidest thing. How do you make Stephanie lose on a debut? I'm like, what the heck?
Well,
this is weird. This is weird. This is so weird.
Jose, that's not the first time that happened. I mean, there's people that lost in their debut before. John Cena lost in his debut before. So, I mean, I don't really have an issue with that. I mean, it depends how WWE, not WWE. It depends how Impact Wrestling is gonna.
I mean, all organizations, yeah.
Yeah. So.
But I would think that I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I don't know how you guys feel about it. I thought debuts were supposed to make you win and shine and promote you, or have eyeballs to see if it attracts you or if it invests you or not.
Not always.
But it just doesn't look that way from what I just saw.
Not always. Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy lost on their debut. So
it's Jeff freaking Hardy.
Everybody wins on their debut. So I mean, who knows what she could do for Impact for that knockout division? Who knows? And honestly, I do miss that duo with her and Indy Hartwell.
Yeah. Well, she's gonna be hanging around with Gail Kim, so I know she's in good hands with Mickey and Gail Kim, you know.
Oh yeah, and Tara as well. But I think Tara plays a part of that company now, aka Victoria.
Well, speaking of Tara, everybody and myself are hoping that Tara gets a Hall of Fame in the WWE in LA, man. I know it's been talked about by Trish and everybody. So, what do you think, Brian? You think hopefully this might be granted for Victoria?
I'm praying that. I hope so. It happens. I'm praying.
I hope it happens too, because she's one of my favorites back in the day.
And I want Dave Bautista to be in the Hall of Fame. I want him in the Hall of Fame too.
And I actually met Victoria last year at last year's WrestleCon. Me and her, we had a good conversation.
He could have made it last year, but they did not do it.
Well, remember, Ryan?
Shame on them.
He didn't want to. Remember, they were about to put him in 2020, but he didn't want to do it in an empty arena. Remember that?
I know. He wanted to do it with the fans.
Exactly. But, I mean, last year's Hall of Fame...
Wait.
They should have never put Sharmell in that.
Last year was in person, right? Wasn't last year in person? Last year was in person last year, right?
I agree with that one.
Yeah. I'll be back.
Didn't they have the Hall of Fame last year in person?
Give me a minute. I'll be back.
Yeah, who main evented it last year?
I think... Hold on. Let me check. Let me double check. Let me check. Hold on. Let me look it up. Let me look it up for you guys. Hold on.
Yeah, who main evented that Hall of Fame?
Hold on.
Somebody main evented. It's like... I know it's been a long time.
It's been a long day.
Yeah,
but I feel like...
I do agree that Sharmell shouldn't have made it. I do agree with that.
But you know that Booker T had a lot to do with it.
Yeah, I know.
So the inductees were... Undertaker...
Oh, there you go. Undertaker...
Shad Gaspard. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, because they knew that the Hall of Fame for the Undertaker's speech was going to be long, so they didn't put a big roster of inductees. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it kind of made sense that they only picked a few people. They picked one diva, one tag team, and then one mid card, and then
manager,
and then your manager too. Speaking of managers, I think that the only manager that has not been inducted to the Hall of Fame has been Slick. That's missing right now. Or Harvey Whippleman.
Or The Rock. They haven't inducted The Rock in the Hall of Fame.
I think he's waiting for the right time. You know, I thought he was going to get it in LA, you know.
Yeah. I don't know if Victoria gets in the Hall of Fame. I don't know.
I mean, would you mind for this one, Brian? I mean, she's in LA hometown. I mean, it would make sense due to home field advantage, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why Vince didn't have her in the first place. I mean, I don't know why she's still not in it. I mean, they're going to induct Undertaker's wife. I don't understand why she's not getting in it. So yeah, I'm just as confused as you are about it.
Yeah, I mean, even though that Trish pushed it, because remember in the past, Trish used to work with her in the Attitude Era before the Divas era, you know. But I'm sure, you know what, Brian and Ryan, I think she is guaranteed to get a Hall of Fame for Impact, the times that she was in the TNA Impact organization.
Well,
that'll be a for sure guarantee, you know, whenever that moment comes, you know.
in last year's WrestleMania that I was at, where they did the Hall of Fame, it was Undertaker was the main guy, and it was the Steiners, Sharmell, Vader, and
Undertaker.
That's what I just said. Vader and the Steiners.
And Crime Time, the guy from Crime Time.
Oh yeah, well he was the Warrior.
And the Crime Time guy, I forget.
Chad Gaspar, yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the Celebrity Hall of Fame in that Hall of Fame?
Oh yeah, they had a celebrity wing.
Who was?
Who was a celebrity wing?
I can't remember.
Oh wait, I think they didn't have no celebrity. They didn't have no celebrity.
You could be right. You could be right, Ryan, because I would have remembered it.
Yeah, I forgot. I don't recall who it was.
Yeah, I probably could have remembered it if they did, but yeah, Ryan could be right. Oh shit.
Well, maybe Bad Bunny will be celebrity wing in years to come.
Oh my god.
They're not going to induct him as a wrestler. They're going to induct him as a celebrity wing. Watch.
Oh, absolutely, bro. I don't think they ever inducted. I don't think they ever inducted anybody that competed in the ring as a wrestler. A celebrity that's ever competed in the ring as a wrestler. I don't think they ever did that.
No. Well, you know, Logan Paul is getting bashed right now by WWE personnel, starting with Seth Rollins, dude. When he told him, stop talking about me getting eliminated, you know, by you.
Oh,
you're not a wrestler, which honestly he's not. I don't give a damn how much he fought with Roman, the Mysterios, and Miz. He's not a wrestler. And second of all, John Cena declined Logan Paul because he's not going to keep up. So he prefers Austin Theory to work with him. So, Logan Paul, you're not a wrestler.
He's not really.
That's the things that I wanted to hear from talents about Logan Paul.
And he's not really entertaining, to be honest with you, Logan Paul. Like, that feud with him and Roman,
Yeah.
I couldn't really take it serious, to be honest with you. Because...
Yeah, I took it like a grain of salt. What do you think, Brian, about those comments about Logan Paul?
I mean, when he you know, did that little thing with Ricochet at the Royal Rumble, it got my attention. You know, I mean, we'll just wait and see how it pans out with Logan Paul. I mean, you know, you've got to give it a shot, give it a chance, and see what happens. I mean, the fans love him. He's you know,
and he has a big fan base.
You know, he's got a good fan base, and I mean, but I mean, yeah, I agree. He's not a wrestler, but I mean, he's training, he's working out, he's, you know,
and he seems.
Who knows what they're gonna do with him?
He seems dedicated to it. So,
I mean, who knows? You know, who knows what happens? Do I think he's championship material?
Oh,
absolutely not. Not right now. But, I mean, just never know. Just have to wait and see.
Yeah. No, I definitely don't see him as a world champion anytime soon. No.
Right.
Yeah, I guess I'll probably see the David Arquette syndrome. You guys remember that year? Oh, right, you remember that one.
Oh, yeah.
David Arquette,
yeah, I do.
WCW champion. You can't take that away from him.
Bullshit. That's so bullshit.
Well,
1-800-ELAP. 1-800-COLLECT.
Hey, but David Arquette wrestled a few indie shows, and he's actually not bad in the ring. He's actually...
Damn, Miguel, you're making us laugh now.
I'm for real. He's not bad in the ring. I'm for real.
Sucks. He makes Logan Paul look good. Those guys are jokes.
I mean,
Brian, you should pick those guys up.
I'm a
Book
fan
him in
of
a
David
match.
Arquette as an actor. I am a fan of David Arquette as an actor. I ain't gonna lie to you. Ray, remember that
Ready to rumble.
Oh, I love that movie. I don't care what nobody says. I love that movie.
AKA the law.
And he's a cop on screen. He's a cop. He's a cop on screen.
He was what?
Man, that guy has an amazing career. What the hell? Oh, he laughed again, like he normally does. But anyways, yeah, man, I like David Arquette. I like him as an actor. I like him as an actor. I like him as an actor.
Oh yeah, he could act. Yeah, I can take that away from actor.
Yeah, and,
I agree.
Hey, did you ever see that match with him and Nick Gage? You don't remember that? It was on Dark Side.
Probably I would have to look at it again. I don't recall.
It was on Dark Side of the Ring.
I don't recall, but I could probably see it again.
It was on Dark Side of the Ring where Nick
I
Gage
remember.
was talking about him wrestling David Arquette. It was at a GCW show, and I wanted to look at this stinker because he was on there, and I was like, what the hell is David Arquette doing in GCW? So that's probably the only full match I ever watched in GCW, because you know, Brian, I do not like that product.
Yeah, you don't like GCW.
Well, I don't
I know.
hate it. It's just that It's just that I find some of the bookings very stupid. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, that company kind of makes Vince Russo look good, even though a lot of fans hate him. Come on now, Jose, let's be real here. What would you rather watch? The Brawl for All or The Invisible Man versus Invisible Stan?
I would say the Invisible Man, how the way Vince McMahon booked up Shawn Michaels, the McMahon versus Shawn Michaels and God.
That was stupid.
Remember that one?
That was stupid.
What kind of booking is that?
I have no idea. That was stupid.
Your tag team partner, God.
Hey, God loves us all, and I love God too, but...
Hey, that's a shitty Vince McMahon booking, okay?
That storyline made no sense whatsoever. That storyline made no sense whatsoever.
Hey, Jose, did you see this yet?
Ah, damn it.
This is the current roster they have for 2K23.
Oh, really? Wow.
And what you call...
Yeah, do y'all see this?
Yeah, what you call that Invisible Man versus Invisible Stan, and Joey Janela wrestling Invisible Guy, and Kenny Omega wrestling a 9-year-old. That's why I don't like watching indie wrestling, because it's stupid, because of stuff like that, and other guys are grabbing Joey Ryan in a weird way that I'm not going to explain on this broadcast. So
Here we go. There's a roster for 2K23.
That's why I'm not into the independents, because of stupid shit like this.
Yeah.
They do have Hollywood Hogan, Miguel. Here you go.
Bro, we're talking about...
Shut up.
You shut up. You're the one trying to change the subject.
You're my son, motherfucker.
I'm your dad.
Okay, here's another question, and I definitely, Brian, would answer this question too, and I know Miguel too.
What's that?
Do you think Jerry the King Lawler should be taking it easy now with all his health issues? Who can answer that one?
Oh, absolutely.
I think so. I think so. But more importantly, I think he just seems to take care of himself better. But I mean, yeah, definitely he can slow down a little bit. Yeah, for sure.
Because remember, we saw the one at Raw at live TV when the primetime players went against, the Lucha Dragons, and the announcement was so quiet, and then we found out in the end that the King had a heart attack in that match.
No, it was against Team Hell No. It was against Team Hell No at the time.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, it was Team Hell No.
Not the Lucha Dragons.
Yeah, it wasn't against the Lucha Dragons.
Yeah, it was Kalisto and Sin Cara.
They were a good duo in NXT, but Hunico Sin Cara is not better than Mystico Sin Cara.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because I heard that Hulk Hogan had, I think, a back surgery now, and then they say he's walking with a cane.
Yeah,
What do you guys know about that one?
And what you call, if my goal this year is to actually meet Hulk Hogan, and I don't mind him sitting down while, I hope he just sits down while we're doing a meeting, because I don't want the guy to be on his legs the whole time, you know? Like, if he does do a meet and greet this year that I'm trying to go to, I hope he does it while he sits down, you know? He doesn't have to stand up all day like he normally does.
Yeah. Well, he's been having so many problems with his legs for years, you know that?
Yeah, that's always been an issue, but part of it, most of it has to do with his back. I don't know.
So I feel like I don't think he's making any comebacks in the ring. I don't think he's going to. But
hell no, he ain't gonna make comebacks in the ring.
For what? I tell people, well, he doesn't need anything. Come on.
He's like a 60. He's got to be like in his late 60s or mid 60s. There is no way he.
Well, Ric Flair's older than Hogan.
Yeah,
you know
that's
that.
True, but
Hogan's 69 years older.
Oh, so well, I
yeah,
did say late
Flair's
60s.
older. Yeah.
Flair's only what, 73, 72?
The 70s, yeah.
Well, I did say late 60s or mid 60s. I said either one of those he was that.
Yeah. No, you were right about that.
Yeah. So yeah, if Hogan
all these OGs, they need to be taking it easy in general.
Oh, absolutely.
They don't need to be going back in the ring or anything.
Yeah, don't be like Ric Flair. I mean, bro, you know he almost died after that match? He literally went to the hospital after that match.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's scary.
Yeah, he should be taking it easy too. It's like, stay away from the ring. I think it's something that Brian mentions on his podcasting or his opinions, that these legends should not be going out there and start taking bumps, you know. That even includes Sting, you know.
Yeah. Oh, Sting.
Like, I know Jerry Lawler's like, what, 73 years old, but to be honest with you, I think he should stop wrestling. He should stop.
I mean, look at Booker T.
Appearances. He should stop.
Look at Booker T. Made an appearance in the Rumble, and he just retired right away. I think once he went to that ring, he felt it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying, though, Jerry Lawler, though, 73 years old, he needs to stop. He's done.
Oh, yeah, no, Jerry, like we were talking earlier, Jerry Lawler needs to be taking it easy, you know?
Yep.
Like, you don't need to go back to work, you know?
Bro, you know the place where
stay with the WWE, stick with the kickoff panel, be with those people, and, yeah.
Yeah.
The place where he...
And like I said, even Brian has mentioned it. Any of these legends should not be taking bumps anymore.
Yeah. They need to know that their time is up. But, what you call the place where I think it was in Fort Myers or Fort Pierce, that's not too far away from me. Here in Florida.
It was Panama City that said it was Panama.
It was Panama City? I thought it was Fort Pierce or Fort Myers.
No, it says Panama. It was Panama.
Oh, Panama City.
Wow.
That's too far away.
How far do you live from Panama?
I think I'm like 6 hours or 8 hours away from there.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
It was in Panama, and he had it.
I don't think I've ever been to Panama.
Jose, do you see? I know Randy Orton had surgery on his back, but do you see him coming back anytime soon?
Who? AJ?
No, Randy Orton.
AJ's got
that's a very big. You know what? That's a very big question mark for it, because I've been hearing from so many stories how his back injury is getting so serious, and it is like a 50% that he could be done, but then there's a 20% that it's coming back. So it's just a very major, big question mark. I mean, he's only 42 years old, you know, but I mean, I wouldn't mind him taking him back, but if it's too much, you know, now's the time, you know. I don't want him to risk anything.
Yeah, that man got kids.
And it's something like Miguel says. It's like something like Miguel says. I don't think there's not gonna be an RK Bro feud anymore after what's happening to RK Bro.
I'm predicting that if he does come back, I'm predicting that they're probably going to book him as a heel when he comes back. I have a feeling if he does come back from that injury, book him as a heel.
But to feud against who is my question. We were all expecting the Arcade Bro to do. That's not happening.
I don't know who the hell they would feud him with, either if he's both a heel or a face, to be honest with you.
I say he could feud with not Cody Rhodes, no.
I had a feeling you were going to say Cody Rhodes.
It can be Cody, but I don't know.
Like a legacy feud, you think, Miguel?
Well, maybe that could happen. I mean, I don't know. Who would they? I don't know. Like, what would they have for him if he comes back? That's what I'm wondering.
That's the question, yeah.
Well, here's one thing they can do with him.
If Riddle wouldn't have had the issue, then it would have been an Arcade Bro feud. You know, a breakup and then begin the feud.
And you see Randy attack Riddle after he comes making like a surprise appearance and attacking him.
But does anybody know how serious Mac Riddle's issue is? Because he's been sidelined for so long, you know?
Yeah, and what you
last time I checked, it says 60 days.
But here's one thing that they could do with Randy. Help put some young guys over. How about that?
From Mustafa Ali?
Oh, hell no. Don't put
No, Miguel said that he might get released after WrestleMania.
Don't put Randy Orton in a...
Because the releases are coming after WrestleMania.
Or Xavier Woods.
Help him put some young
guys over.
He
said he was a tag team.
I could see him feuding with freaking
Gunther.
LA Knight. I think that's going to be a good one. LA Knight versus Randy Orton. That's going to be a funny feud.
No, I want to see Gunther and Randy.
For you guys.
What's that?
She said this rings a bell for us.
Oh, yeah. What rings a bell for us?
That's a TNA thing.
Oh, okay.
Total non-stop pass holes.
Bro, I miss those days.
Oh, the legend.
Yep.
But anyway, I just feel. Do you guys feel like WrestleMania has not been filled with a major roster? I mean, we're almost weeks away from it, you know.
Like,
and only the main events are the only things that have been booked.
6 weeks away or 7 weeks away?
What do you mean filled roster? What do you mean by that? Like full match card?
Yeah, I mean, because the only things that are for sure booked are your main events.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna figure out something. I mean, well, I don't honestly. If Brock Lesnar fights Gunther at Mania, is it gonna be for the Intercontinental title, or is Gunther gonna lose the belt to at Elimination Chamber to whoever, and then move on to a feud with Brock Lesnar? I mean, there's some questions that needs to be answered because they've been saying that Brock Lesnar is gonna fight Gunther, so I don't know.
All I'm saying is going to be an all-out brawl between those two at Mania. No title, just a straight-up brawl.
And the question is Edge going to end the feud of the Judgment Day in the Elimination Chamber, or is it going to end at WrestleMania?
Most likely,
I say it's going to continue until Backlash. It's going to continue until Backlash.
Or continue until Backlash, yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like if Edge is going to end the feud, it's got to be Elimination Chamber at your hometown of Canada. Because honestly, Judgment Day is not. It's not doing anything. I'm sorry, they're falling.
I never liked the Judgment Day. And Dominic, stop talking about prison, man. You went to fucking jail.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Brian? Dominic talking about prison. It's not prison, it's jail.
Prison is where
gotta get him off that Judgment Day roster.
Jail is where you serve nice to your trial. Prison is where you serve time. Do these people know the difference between jail and prison?
The question is, who writes this shitty booking?
Triple H.
Well, I'm pretty sure Triple H has a creative team, so I can't blame it all on him. I'm pretty sure that creative team thought that this would be a good idea to elevate Dominic. Triple H.
Do you guys want Vince McMahon to do the booking again, or do you want to keep Triple H for the booking? Keep him as booking matches.
No matter what, Vince McMahon is always there, guys. All he did was just parachute himself out of the company.
Mm-hmm.
He's always there. He never quit, never retired.
Triple H has to stay with the creative stuff. Vince cannot do that. If that's the case, we're in trouble because we do not want Vince anywhere near the creative at all.
So did you guys hear that Comcast turned down WWE?
No.
So Comcast is no longer the bidder now.
I heard Comcast were no longer the buyers because they couldn't afford it.
Yeah. So neither did The Rock. The Rock said that he needed a partner, to buy WWE because they say WWE is just too high for Dwayne to own it,
Yeah, and he has a football league coming up, and I doubt he can own both WWE and a football league.
That's right. That's too
much.
Who is the talent relation? What's that? Talent relations right now for WWE right now?
It's not. I think it's Bruce Pritchard.
Bruce Pritchard?
Yeah, Brother Love.
Then who's that other guy? Nick Khan, what's his job? What does he do?
Nick Khan saves money for the company. He doesn't book or nothing.
Yep.
He just runs the company's money. He doesn't book the stars or
budget.
It's not his decision.
Or
just fires him.
Like everyone keeps blaming his ass for all those releases, which was never his fault because that's not his job. His job is to handle the money. He was never part of the decision.
The marketing.
Yeah,
the Wall Street,
Yeah, he was never part of the decisions on why all those wrestlers got released back in 2021.
Right.
And they're blaming his ass, man. These people don't do their fucking research.
Who do you all think who should have been released that year in 2020? Who should have never been released?
So many people should have never been released.
I say Matt Hardy should have never been released.
Well, Matt Hardy didn't get released. Matt Hardy got released before that.
Yeah, his contract was up. He had no compete clause, and then he went to AEW right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what pissed me off about Matt Hardy leaving WWE? How they have Randy Orton just to go out there and kill him like that. Like, bro, Vince.
Punishment.
Matt gave his body to your company with all that hell he went through in the TLC matches, and this is how you treat him? And I was actually pissed at Vince because I'm a Hardy Boys fan for life, because that's my all-time favorite tag team.
Yeah.
I was honestly pissed about that. I'm like, really, dude? You're going to let Matt go?
Yeah, this is how you thank them?
Yeah, I mean,
this is the thanks that the Hardys get,
Yeah.
Wasn't Jeff?
And then after all, you're out there freezing Jeff's contract.
Yeah.
That's another stupidity too.
Yeah. Well, Jeff fucked himself up.
I really don't think that Matt is coming back to WWE at all.
Of course not. Because
Chris Jericho, Moxley, and Bryan Danielson are not going back to WWE. Those guys are having too much fun.
They're happy where they're at.
Why is because they have beef with Triple H. Like, the Hardys don't get along with Triple H.
Yeah.
But I will say this.
They're having too much fun.
Yeah, but I will say this. I honestly believe that if the Hardys did wanted to come back to WWE, I'm pretty sure Triple H would put whatever beef they have aside, like he did with Cody. I'm pretty sure he would put that beef aside and say, okay, you guys want to make money for us and all that other stuff. I'm pretty sure he would have put it aside because he did it with Cody.
Oh, those are possibilities. Like, for example, if Triple H ever plans to do a Hall of Fame in the future, he will do it, because if he did it with the Steiners, you can do it with the Hardys.
Oh, yeah.
And I told everybody, when Scott Steiner went to the Hall of Fame, Scott Steiner decided to bend the knee for the benefit of his brother and his nephew, and that's it. But that doesn't mean that Paul Levesque and Scott Steiners were going to be compadres. No, it was just for Scott Steiner to bend the knee only for that occasion,
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe the Hardys can do that in the future,
Yeah, absolutely. And I think,
the problem is that Jeff's got to get his act together. He's got to get healthy. That's the problem.
He gotta be sober.
Well,
He's got to be healthy. He's got to be good.
and
Gotta go
remember,
to rehab.
Vince offered him help, and he didn't want to. He didn't want to take it. Remember that.
Right. Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Which is why Tony Khan shouldn't have signed him.
Yeah, and I honestly was actually saddened to see Jeff leave WWE at that time. I actually wanted him to retire there, but
It was too messed up.
yeah, he was too messed up. Yeah, he was too messed up. But they made the right call for getting rid of Jeff. But I don't think Jeff is going
like,
back to AEW anytime
Yeah, go ahead.
soon, though.
Nah, Jeff just has to focus himself to get some help. That's all Jeff needs right now.
Yeah, and when I met him, bro, when I met him in Dallas, that was the part where he got arrested and got into more trouble. That was like literally like 2 months after when I met him in Dallas. He was super cool. Super cool.
No, he is a nice guy.
Yeah.
You know, but I think the job can give these guys a lot of pressure, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
It seems like, you know, these guys don't, you know, by all of us studying these talents and we look at them, you know that their jobs are not really, how do you call it, a walk in the park. But Smart Mark thinks they have it easy because they're making the money, they go to the yachts, they get the hotels. Dude, these guys don't have it easy.
Hell no.
Especially in backstage.
Bro, they have
it regular like any employee that works in a retailing, in a grocery store, in a used car dealer, in a Macy's. It's everywhere, man.
Oh, yeah,
now, I don't know where the hell these Smart Marks work at. Or either they just fucking spoil or abuse money. I don't know.
Or they just had like Mr. Know-It-All.
Yeah. So they can't be out there hammering talent and saying, oh, they have it easy. No, they don't, dude.
Yeah.
Most talents have been deceased for a couple of those pressure reasons, you know?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, and I'm sad that like the Hardy Boys are my all-time favorite, and I'm saddened to see Jeff get in trouble like that.
Yeah.
I hope he gets help. And,
yeah, and it's tough.
Yeah.
He just needs to learn to be like stop dealing with these drugs and stuff and like get into trouble. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
Well, the answer for Jeff is just get some help. That's all.
Like, go to rehab, do your classes, do your time, your probation, do some probation. Like, come on,
They
dude.
gave him so many.
So that's the main
They gave
thing.
him so many rehabs and probation and all that other shit, and it still doesn't work.
But
Yep.
Wait,
the big problem
oh, wait.
Go ahead, Brian.
the biggest problem for Jeff was that he was in denial. He just could not admit that he had a problem. If he just would have admitted it and just got that help, he would have been fine. But he was in denial, and Tony Khan should have never signed him and said, look, I'm with WWE until you get help, I'm not signing you. And Tony Khan signs him, and look what happens. You know what I'm saying? It's just, yeah.
He got in the hot water again.
And
You know,
go ahead, Brian.
there's only so much opportunity. There's only so much opportunity for you as a person and as a wrestler. And knowing that Jeff is so talented and where he came from and his background, for him to not be where he's at is his own fault.
Yep.
Nobody else's.
And wait, I forgot what I was gonna say. I forgot.
Didn't Matt Hardy never had issues like that, but like his brother was, right? Because Matt Hardy never had that. He never had issues, right?
No.
He just had DUIs, right? That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the only thing that I think that
didn't WWE forgive him though for those DUIs? Didn't WWE forgive Matt Hardy for those DUIs?
Yeah. And I think that the only major problem that Matt Hardy had in the WWE career was the whole controversy with Lita and Adam Copeland with the affair, and then you got Vince turning it into a storyline. I think that was a little immature to do.
Yeah, you
I
whore.
agree with that.
Adam, you bastard.
Bro, I remember that whole
Make your life
storyline like it
miserable.
was yesterday. I remember watching that shit from beginning to end as a kid.
Leah, you whore. Adam, you bastard.
And the WWE can kiss my ass.
Adam will make your life miserable.
And then they turn it into a storyline. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that whole storyline.
Yeah,
it was
they do.
I said, to be honest with you, I said that is like one of the best storylines out of all the Ruthless Aggression from the Ruthless Aggression era.
That's probably
one of the
top
best.
2 or top 3.
Okay.
Top
something that Miguel and I talked about. If this is a work, the Brian Pillman and Steve Austin when Brian Pillman had the gun.
Yeah.
Tell me, was that a work or what?
No, that wasn't work. That was a work, man. That wasn't real.
Like, you got a gun on live TV. Like, why would you have a gun on live TV?
But that was a
There's
work.
kids
Man.
watching.
That wasn't fake. I mean, that wasn't real, man. That was a whole work. That was total bullshit fake, man. That was not real. What made you think it was real, Jose?
He probably said if he did pull the trigger, it probably won't be no bullets. It'll probably just be freaking what's it called, BB gun bullets.
If it was a suit, Stone Cold would have said something about it. And no, even Brian Pillman's wife, Melanie, she would have said something about it if it was an actual shoot. Come on, wait, was that a trick question?
The thing is, Miguel, that they said that USA was not really too, how do you call it, confirmed to it, you know?
Sure,
I mean, the way the scenes and everything was set, that somebody from there, it wasn't enthusiastic about doing that storyline.
True, but it was not. It was not fucking real. It was fake. It was not real. It was fake. What made you think it was?
Unless this was another Monday Night War competition that Vince was having with Bischoff, you know, I don't know. Do you remember that clip, Brian? That storyline?
Wait, Jose, was it the one when Eric Bischoff was like inside the ring and it was like the color was black and white, kind of promo against Vince McMahon, saying, "Hey, Vince McMahon, I challenge you to a street fight," and all.
Yeah, and then they had that storyline with Steve Austin and Brian Pillman.
Oh my god.
No, but
that was like what, 90? That was 97, right? Or 96?
No. That storyline where Eric Bischoff called out Vince, where he said it'll be me and you, McMahon, in the ring.
In a street
I'm gonna
fight.
knock you out. No, bro, that wasn't during that. It was during the time when DX invaded Nitro. That's how that whole storyline started. It wasn't because
97, I would say.
Like, no, it was 98 because they had that tank in 98. They did 98. It was when they brought the tank in.
I know, but what I'm saying is that promo you were talking about with Bischoff calling out Vince, it wasn't over the Brian Pillman and Stone Cold storyline. It was over DX invading Nitro.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So what?
That would have been nice if DX would have made a Nitro appearance. They closed the door on them.
Yeah.
Oh my god, DX.
What you call? I think they would have lost more viewers than they did.
Now you would be channel surfing for both of them, Raw and Nitro.
Yeah. That's so.
I mean, when I saw Vince McMahon on TNT in Nitro when he said that he bought WCW, you would have had to channel surf both channels from Nitro and Raw, dude. It's like, wait a second, what's Vince McMahon doing on a Nitro, dude?
Yeah.
Then in the end, you get Shane McMahon making a Nitro appearance, you know. Then you got JR going, oh my God, Shane's on Nitro.
Yeah, I remember that. And that was honestly a sad episode of WCW. That last episode, it was actually pretty sad. It was pretty sad because, and you see Sting and Ric Flair, the main two franchises of WCW, going at it for their last match, very last match. It was actually pretty sad, and it sucks that those people.
But to be honest with you, at that time they should have put Hogan and Nash on that Alliance team.
Hogan.
They should have.
Well, here's a question for all of you guys. Did you think that Eric Bischoff must have played and abused Ted Turner's check to pay these high talent, high cash money?
Of course.
Did you think so?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, remember, Ted Turner put Eric Bischoff fully in charge of WCW. Ted Turner didn't make any booking decisions or none of that because he didn't do professional wrestling. I mean, he just put Eric Bischoff in charge of that whole thing.
Because
and look where WCW went when that happened.
Down the drain.
Yeah. And then Bischoff admits that he was playing with Ted Turner's checkbook, you know.
Yeah, he was. That he was playing with Ted Turner's checkbook to sign all these talents. I mean, Eric Bischoff, all he had to do was honestly change Nitro on a different date. Or better yet, I mean, Nitro still had, WCW still had talent when they were dying. It's just that it should have been changing to another day. I feel like that's one of the reasons. That's one of the things that probably could have helped them survive. But no, but they wanted to keep still going at it with Raw.
Well, the thing is, if you saw the schedule, like the way Bischoff said it, Miguel, it said Raw was taped, Nitro was live, and then you have Bischoff putting Nitro at 7:55, and then you have Raw at 8 p.m. So people were like tuning into Nitro, and then he's out there telling the matches what the hell's happening at Raw. And then, then the viewers decided to either channel surf or just stay at one brand,
Yeah. But WCW could have survived. Is just that.
Call my mom real quick. Say goodnight.
One of the reasons is that
Be back.
It should have been changed on a different date. I mean, I think that's what could have helped.
Yeah.
I mean, they still had talent. It's just that it needed to be changed. Oh, and plus, they made fucking Kevin Nash as head booker.
Yeah. And then you know that Hulk Hogan was making about $8 million for every appearance that he was making at every Nitro or Thunder appearance or pay-per-views?
I'm not shocked by that at all. I didn't even know that, but I'm not shocked by that at all. Because it's Hulk Hogan at the end of the day.
And then after the Montreal screw job, they say that Bret Hart was making $7.2 million on that contract.
Oh yeah,
and Bret Hart admitted that he was getting paid a lot of money for WCW.
Oh yeah, WCW was paying him more than WWE was.
But the problem is that WCW didn't know what to do with Bret.
Yeah.
I mean,
and he
I don't know what WCW. Did he wanted to accumulate Canadian fans to turn into WCW by bringing Bret? You think that was the deal?
Maybe, probably so. I'm pretty sure that it could be that, and also, I feel like the main reason why they signed Bret was because they wanted to have an advantage over WWF in the Monday Night Wars. Like I feel like they were like, I'm pretty sure in WCW's mindset they were thinking, oh well, as long as we sign their top star, we have a better advantage of kicking their ass in the ratings. And that could also be the case as well, Jose, the part what you just said. I mean, it could go, it's both of those things.
Because the Montreal Screwjob put Bret Hart over right there, and it put Vince over as a heel that Vince was a real prick boss and a real dick,
Yeah. Hey, but one of my favorite promos from Bret Hart is when he turned heel on Raw. After WrestleMania 13, when they were, it's just funny what he said. It's obvious to me that all you American wrestling fans coast to coast, you don't respect me. Well, here's the thing. I don't respect you. And all the American wrestling fans can kiss my ass. I was actually laughing at that promo because it was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it just started making them so heel and everything,
Remember that, Brian?
And then that the Warrior admitted that he was making a lot of money from Ted Turner too.
Oh yeah, he was. But you remember that promo, Brian? About Bret
when they hired the Warrior.
Brian?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you remember that promo?
Yeah.
He remembers the Bret Hart promo.
The part where he turned heel.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite promo of all time from Bret Hart because it was funny.
Yeah, Bret Hart was such a good heel
Well, in the
I think as well, better than a face, I think he was a great heel.
Well, the thing is, you have to guys understand. I mean, Brian knows this one. Bret Hart started as a heel since he got signed in as the Hart Foundation with Jimmy Hart.
Yeah,
That's
but Jimmy
correct.
Hart was his mouthpiece.
He was always a heel.
But Jimmy Hart was his mouthpiece. But if you see his heel run in WCW, is actually terrible. His heel run in the WWF was better than his heel run in WCW.
Yeah.
And of course,
so the babyface.
Yeah.
I think the only thing that he didn't babyface, that when he was winning championships, he was doing more title defense, full timing, even before the John Cena Open Challenge began. That was the only thing that Bret Hart was always more popular of having a lot of title defense for the IC belt and for the WWF belt.
Yeah. Well, my favorite Intercontinental title match involving Bret was the one with him and Bulldog at SummerSlam back in '92.
Oh, yeah. The UK, yeah.
Yeah, that was...
My favorite one was him and Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect, remember?
At SummerSlam Madison Square Garden? That was SummerSlam Madison Square Garden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Mr. Perfect matched by the coach.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what match you're talking about. Yeah, that was a good match.
They say, Bret Hart was saying that Mr. Perfect was the cool guy to work with every time when he would have a feud with Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, and they also said that he was a prankster. You remember his moment on the plane with Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
He sprayed shaving cream on Brock Lesnar's head and then splattered it and woke Brock Lesnar up, and then Brock Lesnar started chasing him. What you call? They started.
Well, shit, we even lost the Genius, which was the Genius was a hell of a good mouthpiece for Mr. Perfect, you know.
Yeah.
So we lost all the Poffo family, the Macho Man and the Genius.
And Angelo, their father, Angelo Poffo. They say he was a legend in the business.
Yeah, the father. Yeah, Hall of Famer for WCW too.
Oh yeah.
So all the Poffos are gone.
That sucks. And
here's what the Genius had, because I saw the Genius interview podcast. He said that he hated he hated the word jobber because now the jobbers have been taken as an insult. And remember, the Genius was a jobber in the past. It's Lenny Poffo.
Yeah, but
he said he would always call them enhancement talent instead of calling it jobbers. You know.
Yeah.
But it seems like the Genius put him over because he was such a good poem writer and a good heel and a hell of a good mouthpiece for Mr. Perfect.
Oh yeah, he was. The main thing that I remember about Lanny Poffo in the WWF was him getting his hair cut by Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
Yeah.
That's the main thing that I remember about Lanny Poffo's run in the WWE.
And how about when he defeated Hulk Hogan in a count out in a Saturday night's main event?
That was like...
That put him over.
I mean, I was like...
Well, Mr. Perfect.
Oh.
Mr. Perfect put him over, remember?
That is true, and it's just that it's so weird that it couldn't be against somebody else besides Hogan. Cause I was so shocked by that. I was like, this guy literally beat Hulk Hogan back in the day when not a lot of people did.
It was a count out.
You know who are the only lucky bastards that could say that? Oh, I beat Hulk Hogan. Billy Kidman is one of them. Billy Kidman.
Yeah. Well, he's still alive.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he's like, yeah, motherfuckers, I'm one of the few guys that beat Hulk Hogan.
It's like Mikey Rickraff from ECW can brag that he defeated Stone Cold Steve Austin on an ECW event.
Yeah, that was November to Remember at back in somewhere around 95 or 94.
Yeah, and Mikey Rickraff holds a victory over Steve Austin.
That is true. That is true.
Not that Steve Austin agrees to that, but
yeah,
Mikey Rickraff defeated him.
Yes, he did. Yeah, and you know who else is lucky to say that beat The Rock? That no one expected to beat The Rock? The The Hurricane.
Lance Storm.
The Hurricane.
The Hurricane too.
Yeah.
Because remember, Lance Storm defeated The Rock. That if he defeated The Rock, Lance Storm gets his job back. Remember that feud?
No, I don't. I didn't even.
And he got his job back.
I didn't even know that Lance Storm fought The Rock. I know that Hurricane fought The Rock, but I never knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when the Team Alliance lost?
Yeah.
And Vince McMahon was being hard-ass with the Alliance. So they do a promo with Lance Storm being a janitor. And what else? And then they do a feud. Okay, you want your job back? You gotta defeat The Rock. There was no stipulation. It didn't matter. It could have been a DQ or anything. Whatever happened, Lance got his job back. So The Rock got counted out. Lance won. Lance got his job back. So Chris Jericho gives him a Christmas present, and he told Lance Storm, "I'm giving you this present because you deserve it. Happy Hanukkah. And you deserve it because you did what nobody did. You defeated The Rock." That's what he told him. You know.
This is the first time.
So if you look at that, Miguel, if you look at that promo with Team Canada and Jericho giving Christian, Lance Storm, and Test Christmas presents.
That was
2002.
Yeah.
That year was
2002.
Yeah, when Brock Lesnar defeated The Rock for the WWE belt.
Yeah, it's SummerSlam.
It was that year when
The night after SummerSlam. The night after SummerSlam.
before somebody, yeah. And Chris Jericho gave them birthday gifts. But he gave them birthday gifts because he needed them to, you know, to help him out with the Triple H match. When Christian says, you know, it's cool that you're giving us presents, you know, we appreciate this, but are you giving us these presents because of Triple H? And then you get Triple H, you get Jericho thinking, he's like, Christian, you are a real kidder, man. That's what I like about you. No, I gave you those presents because you deserve them. It goes like that.
Yeah, right.
He tells first to Christian, you are the best European champion of all times. Test, you won the Immunity Battle Royal, which you get a contract for life. Lance Storm, you defeated The Rock by getting your job back.
Dang.
So you gotta see that little promo when Chris Jericho gave those Canadians presents, dude.
Yeah. Jericho's always funny. And I do not like Jericho Appreciation Society. I never liked them.
They were called the Un-Americans at the time.
Do you think he's trying to put him over?
Yeah, that's what he's basically doing, but I don't think he's getting them over. Bro, everybody on that Jericho Appreciation Society are all jobbers, and they cannot cut a damn promo to save their life.
Yeah. And
Like
Starks, he did cut some promos.
Oh yeah, Ricky Starks is good. I like Ricky Starks.
So I hope the feud with Bryan Danielson and MJF, when it ends, I hope he goes back to Starks.
Yeah, sure.
Because that feud's not over.
Oh yeah.
That feud is not over, man.
So but I don't want Ricky Starks to take the bet off MJF.
It's too soon.
Yeah.
You gotta extend it more for MJF.
They better not book fucking Daniel Bryan to beat MJF for the belt at Revolution.
I don't think so. Have you noticed that Bryan Danielson is fighting more like he did in WWE? Did you think that WWE felt that Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson was the threat to them?
Say that again? Answer that question again?
Okay. Remember, if you notice on AEW, Bryan Danielson is having a lot of matches, you know, very well shaped.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's been doing okay, win or losing, but, you know, he's okay. In WWE, he didn't have that. Do you think WWE, still as of right now, in a personal level, with Bryan Danielson or Daniel Bryan, was he a threat to Triple H and Vince McMahon.
No way. No way.
They personally hated him.
Well, I'm not sure about they hated him, because if they did, I don't think they would have ever put the belt on him at WrestleMania.
But you know that the WrestleMania 30, he was put at the main event because of the request of the fans.
Oh,
you know that.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to see an Evolution main event.
Yeah, nobody wanted an Evolution main event, and the Yes Yes movement got over as hell at that time. And I'm pretty sure Vince and Triple H didn't like him at first, but they wanted to give the
when they first saw him, yes,
by pushing a new fresh face. I think that's the whole reason why they did it, was because they wanted to push a whole new fresh face that the people was getting behind. Because honestly, I don't think, and even I was behind Daniel Bryan at that time. And
yeah, I didn't mind it either.
Yeah, I didn't want Batista or Randy Orton winning the main eventing, to be honest with you, because it's time for to push fresh faces, you know. And I
just feel like that was the only time that WWE listened to the fans.
Yeah.
What was that?
I know you don't like Daniel Bryan, Ryan, which is okay, but do you still believe that?
Like, I don't like him, but I respect him as a wrestling competitor.
Okay, but I know.
I just did not see him as a world champion.
Well, I'm gonna tell you. Well, I will say this: that his 2019 WWE Championship run, I didn't like it.
It was horrible. It was horrible.
To me, I feel like his feuds with AJ Styles with the belt wasn't really all that great, and I didn't really like the feud with him and Kofi Kingston. And I know they paired up Eric Rowan with him. I don't know. I just wasn't really a fan of Daniel Bryan winning at that time, because I feel like it wouldn't.
But
what about the feud he had with Sheamus? Remember that nice second match, main event?
It was 12 seconds.
Oh, but
yeah.
Oh, we're talking about. Well, we're going.
Wait, 18 seconds. I mean, 18. Wait. Didn't Bryan and Eric Rowan won the SmackDown Tag Team titles?
I think so. Yeah, I think they did. I'm not sure. But
yeah, they did.
And they only had the titles for a month.
And for me, Daniel Bryan at that time,
they were just trying to put Eric over, but it seems like it wasn't working out.
And at that time, I feel like Daniel Bryan was a crappy heel in 2019. It's just that I don't.
I just feel like I think WWE was trying too much to try to put Eric over, and it seems like everything did not work out for Eric Rowan. So the only thing that worked out for Eric Rowan just be him being a Wyatt family.
Yeah.
I didn't like him in the Wyatt family.
Well, and I did like the Bludgeon Brothers, the tag team with him and Luke Harper. I did like that.
Well, that put him over because, you know, him and Luke Harper knew how to work together. You know, him and Brody.
Yeah.
And plus, they were very good friends in real life.
And I remember that I was asking Eric at WrestleCon when I met him. I even asked him, "How you holding on? I mean, we're gonna lose people in life." Like, he made a whole speech about it. He seems like he's okay. Because he said that I'm pretty sure he was depressed for a while because he lost his best friend. So yep.
That was his best tag team partner, you know.
Yeah. And Daniel Bryan should have never been in that match at WrestleMania 37, the one with him and Edge and Roman. Daniel Bryan should have never been in that.
Yeah, I was thinking that I thought Edge was gonna pick McIntyre.
No, McIntyre was not the champion. It was Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley was the champion.
Yeah,
but he picked Roman instead.
Bobby was the champion at the time.
Yeah, exactly. And they were and what you call it, they weren't gonna book Edge to pick Drew McIntyre because he was in a busy feud with Bobby Lashley, like what Ryan said.
Because at the time, Bobby he won it the night after Elimination Chamber, after The Miz won the title. So
yeah, and I never liked the Miz as WWE champion.
He's
Miz, he just wanted to make history.
What's that?
Do you know that Miz only did it just to make history, like saying that he became champion because he wanted to be a Grand Slam champion? So if you notice why Miz became WWE champion, he just wanted to make history for it.
I see Miz as more like as a.
Before he won the belt.
And you know he's leaving next year.
Huh?
Wait, Miz is leaving?
2024. His contract's gonna be up.
Oh, but
retirement.
He's gonna retire?
According to what he said 5 years ago.
Oh shit!
I didn't even know. I mean,
we won't say never, but let's see if he lives up what he said 5 years ago, because his contract expires in 2024.
I don't recall.
And so is Kofi Kingston.
About this. This is my first time hearing about this.
I did not know that.
I thought you remember it 5 years ago when he said it. Oh, I got till 2024. I might give the final curtain call. Even Kofi Kingston said the same thing. Let's see if these guys are gonna live up, stick to their guns next year.
Well, if they're
gonna continue,
retire, I'm pretty sure that they worked their asses off the whole life. They deserve it, 100%.
I wouldn't mind them retiring because I feel like they got nothing to prove. I mean, they did what they did in their era.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I don't know if you guys are noticing, if Miz is losing these matches, I don't know if he's just losing to put people over, or this is what he wants. I don't know.
I think he's doing it to put
so y'all
people over.
Y'all think he's losing on purpose?
Because you gotta, well, I think he's I think he is losing on purpose, because you gotta put young talent over. You gotta move on from people, man. You gotta try to push new, fresh faces.
I don't get if he's a heel or a babyface, because he's been shaking hands with these fans when he enters the ring.
Miz is a good heel, but he sucks as a babyface.
That is true.
Miz should stay as heel. Yeah, babyface, he sucks.
But Jose, you know I call him Miz.
Shit about him.
The Jizz. I call him the Jizz.
Nobody gave a shit about his WWE title run because everybody was too focused on the Rock and John Cena storyline. It's the same with CM Punk. Like, at that time in 2012, 2013, everybody was focused on John Cena versus The Rock mainly.
Yeah.
Because I doubt, well, there's no way that CM Punk can outshine both John Cena or The Rock.
Yeah. And now look at the predicaments that Phil Brooks is involved now, that the whole Colt Cabana, the whole AEW, the whole Kenny Omega, Tony Khan.
He's an idiot. I don't know.
To be honest with you, during these talk shows and wrestling products, I say the best one will always be the highlight reel and the peep show.
Man, you're changing the whole damn subject. We're talking about CM Punk, now you're changing it to the talk shows?
No, I'm just saying.
The peep show.
Peep show.
Well, what was your favorite talk show for WWE?
I did like the barbershop. The
barbershop.
Yeah, Brutus the barbershop.
Well, you saw when Marty Jannetty got thrown out.
Yeah, and I also saw I saw one where he had the Road Warriors on there. That was actually pretty fun to watch.
Although she's in for a challenge tonight against Sonya Deville.
And
Honky Tonk tried to destroy the snake pen when he guitar Jake the Snake Robbers with a guitar.
Oh, that was one of my favorite moments in Honky Tonk Man's career. But he almost killed
and honestly,
or the one when Roddy Piper smashed the coconut on Superfly Smith's head.
That was Piper's
the Piper spin was good with Superfly.
Yeah, that was Piper's spin.
Which 20 years later he gave it to Rikishi. You know.
I remember the Boogeyman was on Piper's spin with JBL with Jillian Hall. You guys remember that?
That was 06.
Yeah, I remember that was
06.
Yeah, I remember watching that like it was yesterday.
It was the first. It was the year. It was.
Boogeyman was making JBL and Jillian Hall like a living hell. I remember that shit.
And Kaz reacted, oh my god, what the hell? Michael Cole said, Boogeyman put the word that are paying you.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember watching all that. That feud was entertaining.
Wait, Miguel, do you know this wrestling tag team? I'm looking up on Wikipedia, but do you know who the Super Smash Brothers were?
The who?
Super Smash Brothers. They're like an indie tag team promotion.
No, because I do not watch.
Never heard of it. How about you?
Watch indie promotions. Well, you can ask
Their names
Gru.
were Evil. Gru, Eric.
Miguel, you remember that tag team from the 90s called Well Done?
No? What? That is the worst tag
It's in the
team name
encyclopedia.
ever.
They got defeated by the Hart brothers, Timothy Well and Stephen Dunn. Ladies and gentlemen, well done.
What the hell? I have never heard of that tag team ever in my entire life.
It's all the way to the end of the page if you have the encyclopedia, okay? Well done.
That should be our tag team name, Jose.
Well done. Wait, Miguel, what was that team? Miguel,
It was a funny promo that Mean Gene did, because when he's introducing Well Done, they go, ladies and gentlemen, well done. And they thought that he was complimenting the fans. He was introducing the tag team.
Well done.
What was the team that Gregory Hamlin was in WCW, Miguel? What was that trio called?
3 count.
Oh, 3 count?
3 count.
Yeah.
I like
Shannon Moore and Evan Courageous and the Hurricane.
the Evan Courageous. He never made it to WWE though. Evan Courageous.
He's only been an indie guy.
Yeah, that's strange.
That's crazy.
Well, at the end of
Well
the day,
done.
when WCW went out of business, I'm pretty sure Vince had to make a few cuts. I mean, I'm pretty sure that not everybody that came from WCW could work there in the WWF.
Well done, Vince. Well done.
Well, you know with Shannon Moore, because you know that Jeff Hardy's married to Shannon Moore's sister.
Really?
So that's why he's in good relation with the Hardys, you know that?
Yeah, he's in good. I knew he was in good relations with the Hardys, but I didn't know that. I didn't know because of that. I thought because they grew up together. And
Yeah, he's married to Shannon Moore's sister.
I think R-Truth. I think R-Truth and Jeff Hardy, they all grew up together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because they're all from North Carolina. They're all from the same city, too.
Yeah.
Jose, were you a fan of Matt Hardy's Virgin 1 character?
That was a funny one. I think as a heel, Matt Hardy was very hilarious.
Bro, Matt Hardy was better on the
version.
mic than Jeff Hardy was. And Jeff Hardy was the top star.
True.
And pulling so many promos.
Oh yeah, and one of my funny moments about Version 1 Matt was him getting destroyed by Brock Lesnar.
My best moment of all 3 Brock was when Cassian Ray comes down to the ring. Well, here comes the pain. He gets all hyped up.
That was my childhood right there.
Well, here comes the pain.
Ah, shit.
Wait, is Brian going to sleep?
Yep.
Brian, are you there? Brian?
He took the Z's.
You took what?
Z's.
You took what?
CM Punk sent him to go to sleep.
Brian?
You gonna GTS him, Ryan?
The Anaconda Vice.
Is he even looking at the TV or? Nah, I think he passed out.
Well, the TV's on.
Yeah, I think he passed out. Like I'm zooming
Yeah,
in.
the TV's on, you know that.
Hey, but I think I'm gonna take off, guys. I had a long day.
Well, you know, Miguel, I have a Valentine meet and greet tomorrow, so you're gonna see me with Milo.
Oh, nice. Tell me how that went, bro. And I think I'm gonna call it a night, bro, because I'm tired. Because I had a long
So am I,
day.
'cause don't be surprised, I'm gonna deal with a bunch of horny brats, single brats, that don't have a Valentine.
All right, man. Well,
Maybe I'll call my buddy JD and his booty me guy. You know that?
What?
Wait, is he coming back for you? Is he coming back for you guys next year?
Yeah, call booty me. Whatever his name is.
And those horny pricks is one of your friends.
Back to you guys?
Sean, no, I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
Scissor me, daddy. Scissor me, daddy.
But I'm gonna take off, guys. I mean, have a good night, yo, because I gotta go.
All right, man. We'll call it a night, and we'll talk on the next chat, man.
All right, we'll do.
All right, man. Peace out, Ryan. Peace out, Miguel.
guys.
Good night.
All right. Well, people, I'm gonna end this stream because I'm tired as hell. So good fight, good night.